fire crews in Ontario are being sent to some of the biggest fires in Canada.
They're sending us out to Alberta to help with the fires out there, so should be good.
75 pounds, eh?
Yeah, bring the pump down to the forward tank.
And even though they're busy training, all the fire rangers still hope they will be given the word they're next to be deployed out west.
Please be advised, we're dispatching initial attack crew. Yeah, basic. We're 10 miles back. We got full consent.
Last week on Playing with Fire,
This hedge is my home away from home.
Garrett Ugrave camped out on Lac Seul.
49, we have a confirmed fire.
And Harvey Bunting's crew landed their first fire of the season.
On the con call this morning, Jerry mentioned that unofficially they've had word of deployments for 520 packs. Yeah, to go out west. But it's unofficially, they sent it out to the headquarters to sort of prepare themselves.
For which province?
BC.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, but you could go to BC, you could go to Alberta, you might go to the Northwest Territories, depends where they need help and relief from the crews that have been working on the ground so far. So that's something that's exciting because there's nothing on the briefing sheet, I'm gonna tell you, that's gonna get you excited like that. There's a lot of action going on out west. That's all we really have right now. Enjoy your day, and anything comes down the pipes, we'll call you. Keep your radios on if you go out training and that. See, a little bit of news of deployment. Look at everybody, like everyone's smiling except for Harvey.
So I guess there's 520 packs going to BC, eh?
Hopefully it's all of us.
Would be nice.
You just never know. I mean, it's kind of a lottery the whole time. They look at so many different factors, you just don't have, there's just no way to tell.
Yeah, it is a crapshoot 90% of the time, right? It's impossible to try and read who they're going to pick or what name's going to be drawn out of the hat, and anything can happen, right? I've heard of stories where a crew gets told they're going and someone shows up 15 minutes late and they just automatically pick another crew. That's it, yeah.
Happened in Dryden a couple times. They showed up, bags were over by a couple pounds. You guys are going to sit here, we're going to send another crew.
Yeah.
Just lose out.
Yeah, you don't know you're going.
It's 2 pounds, who cares? Come on. No, you guys are going to stay.
You don't know you're going until you're on the plane.
Until you're there.
So today I'm at the 4th annual Raising Awareness Golf Tournament, put on by my friends and my cousin, Mike McKay and Travis Bossino. Trying to mark that spruce. The second spruce after the big spruce. The purpose of the golf tournament is to raise awareness for the prescription drug abuse problems going on the Northern First Nations and all the other issues with that. There. One thing of note was that Wob Canoe made an appearance.
Congratulations on a good round of golf for some of us and others, such as myself. It's been fun riding on the coattails of some of the more talented golfers here this evening. So I say, miigwech kapizindayek. Thank you guys very much for listening, and I thank you once again for coming out and supporting this event. Wow.
They didn't bring me in for my golf skills, so we put it that way. Sounded like a good cause, so I was happy to come out. I'm just here to, help the goal of raising awareness and hopefully help spread the word so that they can raise a bit more money. Prescription drugs are a real scourge in our communities, and they're a real epidemic. A lot of the guys that I grew up with, and even a few years younger than I, started going on methadone maybe like 5-6 years ago, and that told me that it's a problem. I guess the only other thing that I'd say is in Winnipeg, you know, even my friends in the suburbs who are non-native, you know, just average white kids, I've seen a lot of them fall victim to it too. So it's not something that's just a native issue.
Get going. Not enough.
Hard is.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the briefing. So the hazard tomorrow through the southern sectors, we're looking at a moderate to high hazard. As you move into the north, we're looking at high to extreme. And aircraft?
We'll have a bird dog and 2 tankers, yellow in Geraldton, bird dog and 1 tanker, yellow in Dryden, and the helicopters match crew alerts. That's it, Barry.
Thank you. And I have a comment in there about new resource requests are now coming in from Alberta, and we're still anticipating more resource requests from BC.
We got an Alberta deployment scheduled for Saturday for 5 20 packs.
Okay.
We're still anticipating a crew resource order from British Columbia tomorrow. Nobody's really started to supply needs or anything yet, eh?
As of yet, no.
Okay.
My name is Jessie Goche. I'm the Northwest Region Personnel Officer. So basically what I do is I supervise the personnel office and I oversee the deployment of crews within the Northwest Region. And when we send people out of province, as we are right now, I oversee the deployment of those. As far as deployments, the western side of Canada is heated up, so they've requested some assistance from us. We do have quite a few resources going out. A 20-pack is basically 5 of our Type 1 fire crews put together. What they do is they go out as sustained attacks. So it's not an initial attack crew. They go out and they do mop-up and things like that. It's pretty rare for them to not want to go. I mean, if you think about it, it's the experience of a lifetime. You're getting experience on the fire line, which is what your job is, and experience like that is always a benefit. It makes you better at what you do, but also you get to see other parts of Canada and the different strategies or the different approaches to fighting fire. Not necessarily all crews are going to get out of province or get out on an actual deployment throughout the summer, but I mean, that's definitely the goal.
Coming up, sprinklers, blown hoses, and a spontaneous porta-tank party.
All right, what we're gonna do first, part of the sprinkler setup, we're gonna bring the 2.5-inch hose up to the houses, and from there we're gonna demonstrate valve use protection with sprinklers. Both gates are open, so
Mark, one thing we learned at the course was that this stuff doesn't breathe. It's not as elastic, so kinks will like shoot up to the very end, and they'll all be really tight kinks, then they'll break line.
Really?
Yeah, bring the pump down to the porta tank. We'll need that gas, pump toolkit.
Right here?
Yeah, let's put it here for now. Hey, who's gonna pull us all out? This is an old one, this is a big one. We got the extra large or what? See that connector there, the Kyle's got? There'll be another one, Mark's got it right there. We can hook that up.
Manning from Ugrey on 6.
Ugrey, Manning, go.
You want to fire those puppies up?
Roger.
Whoa, whoa.
Someone radio Manning, tell him to turn off the pump. That's a good example on why you should always unspiral your hose.
So what happened?
We had spirals in the 2.5, and when the water came through, it kinked all the spirals up to the coupling and
spun it right
off.
Okay.
The purpose of this exercise is to use a porta-tank and learn how to set up sprinklers to protect buildings from forest fires.
Well, I feel safer.
Okay, hook yourself in.
This is our job. This is what we train to do. This is a good training exercise. So yeah, as far as I'm concerned, it's going good.
Mark there, I'll get you to fire up the pump and make sure everything works properly. All right, let her rip.
Hey, my bike.
We can talk about that when we get back.
Okay, Mark, we're gonna have to tell him to.
Get your radio?
Yeah. Bowles, Driscoll. Yeah, can you shut down the pump there for a second? We have a line from the card up here.
Did pop off?
Or someone tinkered with it.
Manning! For those own sprinklers. There we go.
Like these sprinklers are great. You can see just by the height how good the coverage is. There's not a lot of wind to throw the spray around.
Yeah.
Right now, you're getting the roof wet, the grounds around it wet, and you're getting into the trees with just what we got up here.
We have everything we're trying to protected quite well. And
good training?
Yeah, I think it went well.
And when work is over, it's time to play.
Let's go for it.
Look at that form.
We're starting at 7 this morning because we're on our way to Dryden to get on a plane, and they're sending us out to Alberta to help with the fires out there, so should be good.
The situation is we're doing our bags right now, and we are heading to Alberta.
I'm so pumped, dude. No doubt. My brother's pretty pumped for me. He's like, you're into it now, boy. You're into it now.
Imagine we'll be gone for a couple weeks, hopefully. 75 pounds, eh?
75 pounds.
Harvey's bags are 2 pounds overweight.
Why do you need the hand crunch?
Mitch.
What?
This is in your backpack.
My backpack. You can put a whole bunch here if we're allowed to carry it.
I'm just putting 10 pounds.
There's like an empty backpack.
Jock strap.
Yeah, jock straps in there.
And your one hockey glove.
My one hockey glove, 54.8.
54.8.
Yeah.
Remember, don't put anything extra in your pack, because if you get audited, you might get sent home. They'll have a crew wait to take your place.
Okay, that better work. Unreal.
Alberta's heating up pretty good. It's been dry over there. There's fires popping and they're getting bigger, spreading. So I guess they need our help. So we're going to help. I'm really excited. Yeah, my first tour. So I don't really know what to expect or where we're going, but it should be good. I'm excited, yeah.
Up next, more crews are heading out west. The biggest question on Garrett's mind is, will his crew be one of them? 5 crews are up for 2 deployment spots, and it's always a tough decision based on a number of factors. All the crew leaders can do is hope their crew is selected for deployment.
Right now, BC's looking for a 20-pack. We have the strike team leader position is the function we will be filling, as well as we'll be sending 2 crews to join up to form a 20-pack. So we have the 5 crews that are able to be exportable are all going to be looking for that opportunity to go out west.
I got one.
See you, Gray.
Oh my God. I was trying to keep everything under control because there's other people there and not everyone gets to go, but I was so happy.
Barkman.
Bannock Brothers.
Congratulations, gentlemen. You're the next lucky contestants to head to the west.
Awesome. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
They're all strong, they're all fit, and they want to go on adventures. And this is a big adventure. You start your morning in Ontario, you board a plane, you get off, you're in BC now, or Alberta, or Northwest Territories. It's 40 degrees, they're in trouble, their resources are stretched to the limit, and our people show up and they start to help, and it makes them feel very good.
Then we go talk to my crew.
Now you guys also have to agree to take a day off. Move your days off, or else that's null and void.
Friday, Saturday off.
It's everything that we train them and push them to do is what they'll be out there doing. They'll be fighting fire, they'll be looking after their people, they'll be dealing with all sorts of issues and problems. Just remember, gentlemen, remind your crews, you're representing Sioux Lookout, you're representing the province of Ontario. Fly the colors, best the best, man.
We're going on Sunday. But we just need to, in front of other crew people, other crew leaders, they're not going, everyone wants to go, so we need to really, yeah, my name was the first, I was like, oh my God, I was like, what is blowing? Barking.
Nice.
Bannock Brothers. So I just, we'll go on there and we'll talk about what we need to do.
Oh, once I heard that the U-Grant crew was going, I was ecstatic. I couldn't stop smiling and just all dimples.
So in the program, you know, there's crews, we're all competing for these tours. It's important that you just show a little respect for your coworkers who want to go just as badly as you do but can't. So just celebrating in their face, gloating about it, that's sort of, you know, that's not what you do here. So you just got to keep an even keel in front of your coworkers. I was like sick to my stomach going in there. I was like, so Mark, we're going to BC Sunday.
Are we?
Yes, we're going.
After we got picked, it was great. It's just knowing all the training, all the work that we've been doing for the first half of the summer, we can apply it now to these fires. It's amazing to actually just get things rolling again.
Everybody wants to go, so let's try and just keep an even keel. Let's not be celebrating in front of other people, right? I did in there. I was like, I couldn't even look, and then they do the first thing. I was like, and then it was my name. I was just like, oh my God. And then I looked beside it, Riley was like, Bannock Brother. And then they were like, Barkman. I was like, oh yeah. And you know, I was celebrating, but Riley was like, he's like, we gotta, you know, calm it down and get out of here. He feels really bad that Manning isn't going and that Turner isn't going, and Ian isn't going. So, but not everybody can go, and we've been in that position
Everyone
before.
will go
yeah.
eventually.
Nice.
So yeah, people going to Alberta. I'd rather go to BC.
Yeah.
I'd rather go to BC. This is a tour.
Oh, it's gonna be so hot. I don't think I've ever been anywhere that's hotter than like.
But it's a dry heat. It's a dry heat.
Yeah.
And it does. You give it like 3 days, 4 days, and then you're into it. You're acclimatized. And the good thing is, like, we know that, you know, we would have went out eventually, but it's good that we went out. We're going out on Sunday because we got a better chance of getting another tour, and hopefully it's like summer. Territories would be amazing. I think it'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
So it's good to get this first tour in early, even though we would have got it later. Earlier the better. Just get a second tour, maybe get a third tour. So let's say tomorrow for 5 p.m. we're all gonna come in and we're gonna weigh our bags, and they all have to be under 65 pounds. I've watched crews weigh in overweight, and there was a Dryden crew sitting right there beside the scale waiting to jump in, and they actually did jump in. So crews have missed out just because they weren't making weights.
Just a few pounds over.
Yep. So, pound it. No.
And while Garrett's crew celebrates, Harvey's unit is already on the move.
I like the unknown aspect. Not knowing where they're going to put us, pretty exciting. We got the fearless cold pump as our leader. The veteran cold pump. The man, the myth, the legend.
God love you. Okay, give me a smoke, I believe you. Follow me if you want to live.
Wow.
I'm just kidding.
All right, boys, let's make like a tree and get the hell out of here.